So today I'm going to be showing you a little known trick about speeding up your audio. Whenever doing it in Premiere, it usually doesn't come out to anything really usable. So I have this sample audio clip here.
We would get all of our boards and our friends and go skate around.
And it goes on for about 13 seconds. And a lot of times, working in commercials on TV, you get one shot at voiceover, and sometimes it comes in over 30 seconds or over 15 seconds, but you're still going to have to make it work. So I'm going to show you a little trick about retiming it using free software outside of the Adobe Cloud. So I'm just going to take this, drag it into a new sequence. There we go. So it's at 13 seconds, but we want it to say we need it to fit into 10 seconds. So your first option is hitting R if your keyboard's set up for it, and using the rate stretch tool, and you stretch it, and it's squashing it to fit that 10 seconds, but here's what it's going to sound like.
We would get all of our boards and our friends and go skate around Fresno City College.
Not really usable. Now, if you go into the audio settings, so to get there, you just right click and go to speed and duration. And you can see that it's sped up 130.76%, and it's right about 10 seconds. So you can hit this maintain audio pitch, but it's still going to have a little sound to it.
Fresno City College. We knew somebody with a car who would drive us from the trailer park to City College.
So it has that like reverberation, and it just doesn't really sound right.
Fresno City College. We knew
So we're at the right speed, but we're not at the right pitch, and already I haven't really found a better way besides going to another dedicated audio program and doing it. But a lot of times you don't have time for that, or you don't have the knowledge for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here, hit Control or Command R. We'll bring up the same audio settings as before. It's going to right click, speed duration. And so we just make this a round number. Say 130% will speed it up from 13 seconds to 10 seconds. So keeping track of 130%, you go ahead and go over and download Audacity, which it is as simple as Googling download Audacity, clicking on the browser, and just following the directions on how to download it. So once we're in here, go ahead and open up import audio, and here's my voiceover, same as before.
we would get all of our boards and our friends and go skate around Fresno City College.
Okay, so just hit Control A. It selects the whole entire track. Going to go to Effect, and there's a couple options here. You have change pitch, speed, tempo. A lot of times you want to go to speed, but that's not going to be the one you're going to want. It's going to go to change tempo. And so now we have the option to change this to any percentage we want. And even gives you a length in seconds. So we can even just say, take it from 13.05 seconds and change it to flat 10 seconds. And see, we get the same 30% increase that we saw in Adobe Premiere. So if I hit OK and we play it,
we would get all of our boards and our friends and go skate around Fresno City College. We knew somebody with a car who would drive us from the trailer park to City College, just so we could go really fast. There was a lot of sidewalking.
So already that sounds amazing. It sounds way better than before. It doesn't have that weird pitch or tin sound, and it just did it in one quick click. If you didn't like how it sounded, you can undo it. Make sure you still have Control selected. Go right back into it, change tempo, and then find a different ratio that you like. And it'll tell you speed up by 55, 59%. It tells you that the new track will be 8 seconds long instead of 13. So obviously the further you push it, the worse it's going to sound. I usually try to go above 40 or 50%. So at 62%, this is what it sounds like.
We would get all of our boards and our friends and go skate around.
It's really struggling, but it's not completely unusable. So just going back into here, and we'll change it back to just 30%. Okay.
We would collect up all of our...
Sounds perfectly fine. Let's go ahead and export this out. The export as WAV because it keeps the most quality. So I'll just navigate over to where my original audio is and put in here a little extra string from Audacity, so we know which one's the original. And then you can even add some meta tagging to it. Click OK. Back into Premiere. Import that new audio from Audacity. So now I can layer this over. So we show the original still at that same length. So if I solo one. So this is the audio sped up 130% in Premiere.
We would get all of our boards and our friends and go skate around.
Okay, and this is the audio from Audacity, a free program. You can just download and do exactly the same thing.
We would get all of our boards and our friends and go skate around Fresno City College. We knew somebody with a car who would drive us from the trailer park.
So yeah, this is a super useful tool to have in your back pocket anytime you need to speed up your audio and still maintain the quality while still fitting the same amount of content into the time frame that you need to fit without it sounding really broken down or degraded.